Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So here we just review the latest in the coding space, front-end, back-end technologies, frameworks, stuff like that. This is not a tutorial channel, but if you do learn something and pick up certain techniques or whatever, do give me a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. So yeah, in this video I'm just going to talk about htmx. In a previous video, I'll link up there somewhere. um, I had done a basic to-do app, and I said I'll try and do a slightly bigger application. I don't know if what I've just done is a big application, but so in this one, it's basically an image manipulation tool, and I use Django, Celery, htmx, and Redis, obviously, because I need Redis for Celery. And let me show you what I've done and some of the stuff I ran into, problems I ran into, things like that. Yeah, let me show you.
Why are they taking so long?
So yeah, one of the issues I ran into was Django's I couldn't use the Django template tags in the HTML responses, because the HTML responses comes back. So in HTMX sends a AJAX request, but when it comes back, obviously the template tags don't get converted to the URL because Django is not rendering them. So I had to hard code them, which is very, very awkward. I don't like hard coding the URLs that way. And let me just show you what I do. Yeah. Yes. So what I meant is, you can see it here. I actually got to hard code these URLs in, and I don't really like to do that, because what I actually wanted to do was something like this. If you come from Django, you know what that is. So you got these URLs where I can actually use the app name and then the URL itself. So in this case, it's images and then add. You see here, images and then add. This is the actual Django way of doing it. And when the form loads, or when the template actually loads, this works because Django is rendering the templates. But when I make a call to a URL and the response coming back, the HTML that comes back, if I use the template tag, it doesn't work. So in this case, I'm just saying, once you've posted the form, redirect to get image, which is this. And here, you notice I've had to hard code them. So if I did, something like, let me see, if I did something like that, and I went, first of all, you can see I can't. If I did URL and I went images, services, blah 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 blah, whatever, and then pass the ID, this won't render in the template. You'll get all sorts of errors. So that's one of the issues I ran into, just to explain what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was one thing. The other thing, apart from that, in the background to do the image processing, so I've got a Celery task that gets called when you make a request for a service. So in this case, I'm making a request for service 1, which is changing the image to black and white. So it calls the Celery image, runs it, and then I've got a polling routine that polls this URL till it gets back processed. When it gets back processed, it then returns the image, and it gives you the download button to download the image. So that's pretty much what's going on. So that's the only real issues I've run into. So yeah, what did I think? I do like the idea of controlling the UI from the back end. The way I've done it, it's a bit. The views are a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? Bloated, with all the HTML and all the structures and things like that. So maybe in part two. So this is going to be part one. In part two, I'll show you. Maybe I'll find a better way of splitting out the HTML from the view, and then just importing the bits I need, sort of like components you have in React. I don't know how you do that, and I will try and figure that out, and I'll let you know in part two. But so far, I think I do like htmx. Like I said, the idea of controlling it from the back end is pretty cool. Controlling the UI from the back end. The only thing I've noticed with large images, I do get a sort of almost like the page hangs, and I'm not sure if it's the size of the image or what's happening, or it's just a download. At the moment, I'm not sure what it is, but as I build the app and I find out, I'll let you know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.